Hello there. This is Ben Fournier of Benevolence Decorum, and here's Lost in Entropy before the mobs of stone-throwing Karens swarm. I cannot find the quote. I think was by George Bernard Shaw from one of my textbooks on writing that went something like, "Before I was famous, nobody would publish anything, but now my name is known, I could publish a shopping list." That's not the exact quote, but it was something along those lines. There are probably many authors who are good, or at least mediocre like me, but still good enough, somewhat, hopefully, but who are just lost and hidden within entropy, like with YouTube downshifting new creators and otherwise a game of ideological whack-a-mole played to prevent thoughts those currently in power dislike being expressed, as the powerful freely abuse their power over those they view as mere sheep. While success and fame are certainly not guaranteed, I do fear the inevitable mobs of those with anti-Christian political religions swarming me and demanding that I must be starved to death for having thoughts different from their own socially acceptable right-think ones that the governments and megacorporations publicly endorse, and which totally aren't methods of eugenics. Negative attention is always easier, since positive attention is met with distrust and considered sycophancy rather than encouragement, or may be utilized by con artists against those they consider easy marks. Add to that how people seem to enjoy the suffering of others, and perhaps it makes them feel superior to be mockers and scoffers rather than bother to think, and it's always more probable to be swarmed by angry Karens than non-hater fanatics. So yay, such fun to look forward to if ever my books or videos are known to more than a few, especially when the megacorporations acting as governments are on the side of the far left. It's a real joy indeed. Heck, YouTube even has surveys for its creators so as to identify and promote those identifying themselves as currently endorsed things by the corporate megastate. Lovely. By which, of course, everyone else not of that political religion is at least downshifted, put to the side, for the promotion of the currently hyped ideologies they place upon pedestals, while trying to reduce the population both passively and actively, if not by outright suppression, then by ranked promotion of the current hobby horses of their political religion. Of course, during election years for America, they do have more blatant suppression of dissenting voices as well. With how much they love to silence opposition, it's surprising they haven't started shipping wrong-thinkers to a penal colony halfway around the world again. Just kidding. They haven't done that yet. The particular ones right now. But it's the same kind of mindset, the same kind of abuse of power. But of course, it's not just Imperial England back in the day anymore. And really, any hierarchical system without fully established protection of natural rights of individuals will go this way. Hopefully, at some point, the deliberate attacks on freedom of expression by the megacorporation route of tyranny will be undone, and individual rights will be protected again. However, it likely will have to get far worse before it gets better. Either it'll be like at the Colosseums of Rome, in which even pagan onlookers felt for the Christians who were murdered for their entertainment, with one shouting, "Great is the God of the Christians," before being thrown in alongside them. Or it'll be a reversal of things, like with the pretend right oligarch taking over one of the platforms, but instead it'll be more things ran by the fake red team rather than the fake blue team, and then the ones happy with the silencing of opposition currently will not like being silenced themselves when the tables have turned. Either way, while unnoticed, it is depressing not to be able to make a living with books or content creation otherwise, yet still, it's frustrating to think of all the evil of angry mobs that may await me with all their blind hatred. Like, oh joy. Forget being able to survive, just got to deal with more haters. It's fun enough already, just to laugh reacts and snubbing and losing friends and all that sort of stuff, which just is the way social media does it, to discourage dissenting voices, like with downvoting on Reddit, to prevent anything that's not pleasant enough, or if it goes against the local mob of any particular subreddit, they'll downvote any dissenters to make sure that they aren't welcome. And it's the way both of the swarms and of the kings of hills. As long as the tyranny is allowed by the tools that they are empowered by, they will go the route that they are permitted. So, destroying the voices of those they hate, that's the way they'll do things. Anyway, take care everyone and try not to go crazy.